Hello and welcome to my channel. Excuse the big mess behind me. Hello Axel. I just wanted to introduce myself and kind of welcome you to my channel and welcome you to my life. I want to give a little backstory on what's been going on. It's kind of so that when you see some videos, you're like, why is there so many people in her videos? It's because I currently am living back at my parents' house. I am 24 years old, happily married. I have a college education. I have a daughter and a cute little puppy. And I want to kind of explain how we're living it with my parents right now. So, my husband and I bought our starter home back in January of 2022. Kind of renovated it a little bit superficially with some paint, new light fixtures, stuff like that ourselves, and moved in, and we're kind of just, making a house our home, and we had things going for us there. We really liked the location because it was right by his family. It was right by my family. And it's really close to his work and our daughter's school. So it was really good. It was an older home, so it was a quiet neighborhood. And we really didn't have any problems that were like, oh, this is a problem, right? But we were always sick. And when I say that, I don't say it like, like we were in the hospital every day, but one of us always had a cold. One of us was, I had eczema all over my body. Like, it was really bad on my hands to the point where, like, I had to wear gloves all the time with, like, Aquaphor just loaded on my hands, and that was terrible. I felt like my husband was struggling with his memory, and, my daughter was super sick all the time to the point where she had to get her tonsils taken out exactly a year after we moved in, so January of 2023. So we move in January 2022. January 2023, she has her tonsils out. Then she's still getting sick all the time because we thought it was, her tonsils are so big. Her doctor was like, we should get them removed because she's getting sick all the time. She had strep all the time. And then one of us was always sick after she got her tonsils out, even her. And so we had no idea. We were just like, okay, we're just unhealthy. Let's start getting healthy. So started working out. I started losing weight. We were really active. And we were still sick all the time. I still had eczema. I felt stressed. My husband didn't have a good memory. And I laugh because it's just, a womanly thing to do, to be like, oh, he just doesn't listen. But that's not the case in this situation. I'll get to the point. Well, come around October 2023. So October of last year, something had happened and my daughter had clogged both of our toilets, and I was like, holy cow, how did she clog? Like, I was so mad in the moment of her clogging both of the toilets. We only had 2 toilets in the home, and I was just frustrated. I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to clean them. When your dad gets here, I'll have him look at them. It's kind of weird, but whatever. And he gets home and goes to the hallway bathroom first to fix that one, and takes off the lid to fix the chain. And when he takes off the lid, we just see like pitch black behind the lid that we couldn't see visibly unless you take the toilet top off. And we were like, is that mold? He calls me in there, and I was like, oh no. So we kind of at that point had a clue of what was going on, but not exactly. We knew that something, was a problem, and we didn't know the extent of it. So when I saw that, I ordered a test. I can't remember if it was like Home Depot or Amazon, but I ordered a mold test to test because there's lots of different kinds of mold, and there's only a few that are actually very toxic and bad for you. So, ordered that, and when that came in a few days later, we just kept living at home, didn't think much of it, kind of had in the back of our minds, Well, when that test came in, we did it that night, and we saw that it came back positive for toxic black mold. And at that point, we realized, oh my gosh, like this is a very serious issue, more than what our eyes can see. And it was kind of a silent killer for us at the time. We had no idea the extent of the damage it was doing to us and our bodies, in our lives, in our physical and mental health, and just the destruction this toxic mold was having on our home and on our lives. And you know, it's not something that we could see. Like, you can't see black mold particles in the air. It's something that, you know, it travels and you don't see it. So it was very scary, considering we had a daughter at the time who was 8, and it was affecting her the worst out of all of us. And because she's so little, it had a big effect on her. So after the test, we had to get an inspector out there who inspected, you know, the sample site. They cut holes in the wall to kind of see the 2x4s in the wood in the bathrooms, because our bathrooms kind of backed up to each other. So the hallway bathroom and the master bathroom shared this wall with the pipes. And sure enough, they tested that. That came back super high toxic black mold in our bathroom. And then we did air samples in the rest of the home, and all of our air samples came back with toxic black mold. So at this point we were like, holy cow, like our clothes, our furniture, our picture, I mean everything had black mold particles on it. If it's in the air, it's on everything. So at this point we had to say, okay, we need to gather our most important things that we need out of this home, clean them, and move to my parents. So it was kind of at the drop of a hat. I grabbed everything that was, you know, we need this to live, and we need this in case of an emergency, and kind of like a hurricane box, right? And it was really hard having just leave our home. Our home still feels very eerie. It feels like a house, not a home anymore. And we hired a remediation company who came and cleaned all of our contents, moved it into storage after it was cleaned. So we know that, you know, there's a guarantee that none of that stuff has mold anymore. And then they started work on our bathrooms, which was the hardest and longest part. And they are just finishing up our home cleaning today. So they had to do like the AC system and everything, and we got it certified that there's no more mold in the house, which is a big sigh of relief, but it's still been a long process. We started this process in October of 2023, and it is now February, almost mid-February 2024. So it's been a very long process, and it hasn't been easy, and it hasn't been cheap or fun. So I would say now that the fun part's going to start of the remodeling the bathrooms and our kitchen. We're going to do a kitchen remodel while we're at it and all this stuff. So it's just been a hard lesson, I guess, or life experience that we've had to go through. And I would recommend to all homeowners or people renting, like, make sure you get your home inspected. Make sure you don't take leaks likely. We didn't know that we had a leak. We suspected we had a leak, and we didn't know that there was a bigger issue and that this leak caused a huge problem that we had no idea was going on, because when it froze, our pipes kind of messed up, and we thought nothing of it. So if you're a homeowner or a renter, make sure you or your landlord is getting your property inspected. If you suspect anything wrong with your house, just make sure you get things, stay on top of things, because your life and your kids' lives and your pets' lives, all this stuff is not more valuable than the price tag on fixing something, or the price tag that it could have on your health and your life and your home. We were lucky enough not to lose a lot of things when they cleaned our stuff, because there are some things that are not replaceable and not fixable and not cleanable. So that was really hard, but I was very lucky that most of my stuff was contained and able to be saved. So that was a blessing in disguise. But get your houses inspected. So I will say it's been fun living with my parents. We do enjoy it, but we are ready for our space back. We like it. Our daughter likes it more than we do because she gets spoiled over here. But I think everybody's kind of ready for their space back. So when you see my videos and you see me here and you see my family involved, it's because we're living with them right now. But don't worry, I'll be bringing you house content, remodel content, moving content, all this stuff. Content is coming your way. Just bear with me. I'm trying to grow my YouTube right now, grow my Instagram. So if you're not following me, follow me below, subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned for some really cool just lifestyle stuff. I want to share all my favorites as a mom, as a wife, as a girl, all the stuff that I like to do and like to buy and see. I want to share, and I want to bring you guys along in my life. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys are ready for all this content headed your way. 2024 is going to be a great year. I already started off with a vacation in January, so my year's off great. And I hope you guys are having a great one too. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.